Alright, it's a beautiful day out, so figure I'd just go walk around the garden, show everybody what we got blooming today. Let's see here. Got some sage blooming. This is some Russian sage, I think, of Cody's. It's blooming pretty good there. Go over to some mountain mints that we got. It's a Virginia mountain mint. It's getting some quite a few bit of pollinators on it. Even a little butterfly. It's pretty much buzzing. We got some non-native apple mint. It's also usually pretty hopping with pollinators. They like it out here. There's usually a lot of little tiny wasps and stuff buzzing around. And I actually got my New England asters. They're already blooming. So that's a nice little pop of color. Purples and blues. Goes well with the echinacea. Purple coneflower. It is just a blooming away. I got some coneflowers that have just started to bloom as well. Looking real nice. We've got our hollow Joe Pye weed. It is open and going for it. Pollinators usually really love this. The flowers have just started to kind of open up and attract some pollinators. That's real nice. Also got some non-natives, some daylilies here, looking all right. Bunches of coneflowers. A New England aster, and there's a little red bud poking out there. You can barely see it. It's one of my New England asters. It's seems to be a slightly different shade, more like a pinkish purple. It's doing all right. You got a little tiny Beatrice just kind of starting up here. Does all right. A lot of my swamp milkweed's already bloomed. It's got some seed heads on it. And there. Coneflowers have really stolen the show this year. Lots of coneflowers. We got a little bit of the brown-eyed Susans. They're just starting. There's a few there, the brown-eyed Susans. And we got some more black-eyed Susans and coneflowers in this corner. And lots of other little stuff. There's another little daylily. Looking good. We got some more New York asters. They're doing well. I have a little tiny foxglove here. It's trying to bloom. It didn't bloom this spring. It was kind of sad looking, but it seems to be doing okay right now. Got the red yarrow. It's about on its way out. Still looking good. I have one little yellow coneflower there, just mixed in. And we have these gladioluses, and they've been coming back year after year. You don't have to dig those up or nothing. They're real pretty. Gladioluses. We got a couple different oregano bushes, and they've started to bloom and attract pollinators. This is a variegated oregano. I have the regular oregano over here. It's real popular. I also have a like a lemon kind of oregano. It's kind of a nice color. Some great blue lobelias that haven't started yet. Here's some more swamp milkweed. We actually have a flower on this one, so that's nice. A little flower. All right, got the magnolia this year. Had a lot of flowers on it. Smells magnificent. Some more asters. Got a marshmallow. So the marshmallows, they have like a real light lavender flower to them. Little bug getting his stuff on. And couple of last little blossoms there on the magnolia. Here we have cardinal flower in a cage. It's getting pretty tall this year. This little stem will probably be pretty good. Behind there we have lots of jewelweed. It just pops up, does its own thing. Got some violets there. Just a lot of little stuff mixed in. Here we have a giant sunflower, so it's pretty cool. The sunflowers are actually kind of tiny, but it's real tall. Like the giant refers to its height. It's actually a little bit short in this condition. It's a bit drier. And over next to it we have this elecampane, which has these like real interesting kind of yellow flowers. It is a non-native though. It has these huge leaves. A pretty plant. Got some more New England asters. Got a little Maryland senna here. Hopefully it does well. Some horehound planted. There's lots of different plants. Here you can't tell yet, but I've got a couple different species of goldenrod. So it's going to be real nice fall blooming plants. And some more brown-eyed Susans. We also have mountain mint. This is a hoary mountain mint, so it's a little bit different than the clustered mountain mint that you often hear about. But it looks very similar. It's a real pretty native mint, mountain mint. It also attracts quite a bit of interesting bugs and pollinators on it all the time. Lots of interesting bugs hanging about. We got some swamp sunflowers, so you can't tell yet, but those are going to be sunflowers here later. Some common milkweed behind that. It didn't flower this year. Next year will probably be its year. Mixed in here, we've got some Monarda, or scarlet bee balm. It's a little past prime there. You see here I had one that had a little flower stem on it. It had a flower coming out of the flower. A little frankenflower there. Interesting. Behind that we've got some ironweed. It'll bloom in the fall. We also have some trumpet flower. It's just its second year, so it'll probably be in bloom next year. And some past blooming yuccas. They did real well this year. And so there's the back garden.